Welcome to the Echo Company Incorporated Call of Duty Gaming Channel via YouTube. I am the man in black, aka T-Mib Lives, and in conjunction with MayhemNews.com and Mayhem News Live Wrestling Broadcast, we're continuing our gaming review series. Welcome to the Mayhem News Live Gaming Report for 8/22/2014. I am the man in black, aka T-Mib Lives. As you know, we have a new game coming out, so I thought it was a good thing to do. My thoughts on Ghost as a whole. Basically, out of a 10 score, they still only get a 5 because, and in a way, sometimes it should be lower than that, but I'll give them a 5 mainly because of the Clan Wars experience. Ghost started out with problems right off the bat, which most games do. They're not no different. They're not any different from any other Call of Duty game or any other gaming series that there is. Okay, but I spent $125. I bought the hardened edition. I did not go $200 and buy the camera and all that bull. But if I would have known some of the problems that Ghost had or would have within the first month, I would have bought the map packs and everything, but I wouldn't have paid up front. You know, I would have just bought the map packs, and for the little bit of stuff that you got as far as with the hardened edition, you know, it would have been better. I could have just saved my money. And before we go on, I'll tell you, I've changed my gaming, I guess you could say, philosophy. I pre-order games, but I don't pay for them until I play them. Luckily with GameStop, if you pre-order your game, you don't have to pick it up on the day it's released. But if you have GameFly, and I know some people can't afford the $15 a month, but it's worth it for two reasons. I pay $15, 15 something a month. I can get the game. I can test it out. If I think it's worthy of getting any, like a special edition or anything like that, I can try to find a special edition. If it's not worthy, I can just buy the game and get the map packs as I see fit, like I did with Black Ops 2. Now, the second reason I like GameFly is Black Ops 2 is still $40-something brand new. If you got it, even used copies are almost $40 in GameStop. But with GameFly, when I got Black Ops, it'll tell you, keep this game, and tell you how much. It was $19. Now, I had every 3 months you get GameFly dollars, $5 increments. So if you don't see a game that you want, well, in 3 months you've got $15. Well, when most games are discounted, you know, that's a lot of money, and you just put it on. It's like a coupon. If the game's $20, then you walk in, put 15 on it, and you only pay $5 on your credit card. So that's my gaming philosophy as far as now. I pre-order, but I get them through GameFly. I test them out, and then I buy them if they're worthy. All right. But the thing about Ghost is when it first came out, when you played squads, you actually gained points. Now, there was a glitch. Some people were talking that when you got points and wins in squads, it actually counted on Clan Wars, which they fixed after the first Clan War. But they have discounted the points you get so much in squads that you're only getting half of the points.
You don't even get all your kills.
Yeah, you don't even get, well, you may get your kills, but you don't get all the kill streak stuff. You know, you can play and get 20,000 points in a game in a squad match, but you're only going to get about 2,000. Which, you know, I don't understand. Well, at least you're getting something. Yeah, but it's still not right. And then, all right, they have clan versus clan. Now, clan versus clan, you get more points towards your clan points to level up your clan, okay? The only problem is now they've put esports rules, or bullshit as I like to call it. It's fine, and I understand that's how you do your competitions and all that, but for those clans that don't compete in those competitions, esports really sucks. You can't use half of the crap that's in the game. So why not have two? Why not have clan versus clan esports, and then clan versus clan? Now, Activision Assist actually asked me if that would be, if that would be something that I would want when I talked to him on Twitter about it. And I said, yeah, it would be nice that I could go into clan versus clan and play without having esports rules, because some of us are not, I'm not flying to California and going for a world championship, okay? So I could really care less that esports exist. That was one of the problems. All right. Second of all, you had female characters. Okay.
No idea.
It was there. It was Activision and Infinity Ward's idea to put female characters in. Well, if you don't know this, if you go through the campaign on Veteran from start to finish, you have the ability to wear the ghost mask, the new one, and then when you got but you had to pre-order it to get it, okay? But you still had to play through campaign to unlock it. If you use a female character, it won't let you put the mask on. Which ain't right. But you can put all the other masks on, all the bought stuff, you can put it on there, but you can't do that other stuff. So that's the second thing. And like any Call of Duty game, apparently they don't read other people's or look at other people's games. There is a proximity spawn system. It's been there. It's been in multiple games, multiple companies. This spawning on top of people, and then people got mad in Modern Warfare 3 because the maps were so big. That's why they were so happy when they did the 3v3 maps, because those maps were smaller. And everybody loves the 3v3 maps. And then when Ghost comes out, they make all the maps smaller, which now they're pissed off because the maps are smaller. Make up your mind. But if you've got a chaotic spawn system, when you make the map smaller, you ought to at least fix the spawn system. They didn't. So you're still getting people spawning behind you while you're sitting in a corner and stabbing you in the back and getting a free kill. I mean, talk to some of these people. If you're just too cheap to pay for the system, then maybe you should be doing something else. Now, the Clan Wars experience actually is what got this game a 5 out of 10. The Clan Wars experience was well thought out, and that's because it was actually run by somebody else. It was well thought out, it was organized, it was challenging, but yet it wasn't so hard. Now, the only problem I have with Clan Wars is it's nice to be able to be moved up, like say if you start off in bronze, but once you reach gold, between gold and platinum, you ought to have a choice. I just want to stay in gold, because this is what took our clan so long to get some of the body count stuff, because they kept moving us around. Now, the problem I see with Clan Wars is the fact that the only way you can do anything with your clan is through the app, except for in the game you can remove someone from your clan. That's it. I can't see the Clan War map. And my problem with this is what about these little kids? And, we used to not let anyone under 18 in our clan, but I decided to start letting some of them in because some of them are actually pretty good players, and they're actually not squeakers. So I decided, well, we'll start letting some of these kids play. But some of them don't have smartphones. They don't have iPads. They can't look at the map, so they can't see when I say primary target. I have to send messages. And, you say, well, you can send it through the clan chat. No, you can't do that because they don't have the app. So why not have it where they can see the maps? Why not have it where they can see the maps and at least know where we're attacking next? thank God I've got a place on our webpage that I can post what we're doing every day. But that's beside the point. Most of them have to get off of their Xbox or exit out of the game and go to their computer or go to the Internet Explorer to see the web page to see what. It's just, that's the only thing I have problems with Clan Wars.
Hey!
But says hello, by the way. But Clan Wars to me was probably the best part of the game, and the only reason they got a 5 out of 10. What could there's a lot of questions like what could have made Ghost the game of the year? Have all this crap fixed, for one thing. Two, I think an option of some bigger maps. They did work against lowering the effectiveness of quick scoping, which I think it should just be removed altogether. But I understand if you did, then people wouldn't play the game, because we have to keep the squeakers happy, because 90% of them are the ones buying your games. Well, excuse me, their parents are buying the games, and then we have to listen to them because their parents are crappy and don't know that their kids shouldn't be playing a game that's rated mature. But now having all this stuff fixed in the first place would have been a better, made the game a better game. Having some of the, I don't know, I guess you could say matchmaking problems fixed would probably have been better. And having an option for some larger maps would probably have been better. And getting rid of some of the useless kill streaks. I know people use the air superiority argument, but that is one of the most useless kill streaks. Unless somebody else on the other team pulls up a helicopter or something, that would have probably been better. Not having anything that you can shoot down a helicopter with other than an LMG is kind of stupid too. No launchers, no lock-on launchers or nothing. So I think that would have been, except for the Moz, which you had to get it on a care package, or you had to get it on a, all right. Let's see. My thoughts on DLC and microtransactions. Now, as far as DLC, that's cool, especially if it's just an option. Hey, do you want these map packs or not? No, I don't. I don't have to buy them. I can still play the game. Microtransactions, as far as, the ones that, like you hear Boogie 298 talk about, that you really can't, the game is kind of crappy unless you buy them. I haven't really seen that many in Ghost, but I don't really think they're right unless you can actually play a decent game without them. Their KD system, the KD system in Ghost is so bass-ackwards that it's impossible. And that's why when I see somebody with a KD of 3.5, I see hacker, I see cheater, I see somebody that didn't earn it, unless it's somebody like Ali A, who I actually have sit and watched play. He deserves a KD of that high if he has one. But there are some kids out there that when they play, they don't. You can tell that they don't play that good. And well, maybe they had one bad game, but when you play 5 or 6 games with them and they suck anyway. And I have a KD of around between 0.7 and 0.8, and I'm just walking all over them. Yeah. The KD system, if you lose 5 matches, your KD's going to drop. If you're really, really negative. And it may take 30 matches of a huge positive to actually get your KD to go up. I mean, I play gun game. Sometimes my gun game KD is 2.5, 1.6. And it'll be that way for 20 games, and my KD will jump up a point, half a point, or 100th of a point. Their KD system is so crappy. But yet I can play Black Ops, and I can literally play Black Ops, and my KD will go up in 3 or 4 games, or it'll go down in 3 or 4 games. So it's even. Modern Warfare 3 is the same way, and Modern Warfare 2 is the same way. The Ghost KD system is so screwed up. It's just shitty. It doesn't make any sense. We talked about esports. The campaign on Ghost was awesome. I mean, just like they have in all the games before that, the campaigns are awesome. Now, the only campaign I have not finished is the one on Black Ops 2, because I just got the game back. And I don't think I finished the one on Black Ops either, because Black Ops to me was like, I think the Black Ops demo was actually better than the actual game. All right, my thoughts on the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Now, to me, it looks to me like they may have learned their lesson as far as, listening to the people that actually buy their games, which, they apparently haven't been doing in the past. All the videos that I've seen for the game seems that some of the things that people were so adamant about fixing seems to be better. First of all, the setup is actually based on Black Ops 2 setup for your weapons, but instead of 10, you have a 13 point system, pick 13 system. You can actually take your kill streaks and add attachments or enhancements. Well, you don't have kill streaks, there's score streaks, which I think are better, because I can play Black Ops and actually get my score streaks. But in Ghost, if somebody walks around a corner and you take too long and pops you in the head, you lose everything. But when you got score streaks where everything you do is a score and all of that goes towards your score streaks, it's easier to get that stuff. Okay? And so I think maybe they've learned their lesson. Like I said, I'm just going to play the game. I'm not going to buy it until I've played it first. Even though I have a pre-order, and yes, I could get it on November the 3rd, but I think it's worth the wait. I will be doing, like I did with this one, I will be doing a overall thing on Black Ops 2. I'm still kind of playing it. I haven't got it. I'm max prestige on 2, 3, and Ghost. So once I get a little closer to that and finish the campaign where I can actually do a thing overall where I feel comfortable. And I'm also playing Assassin's Creed 3, so once I kind of get an overview of that, I'll do one of that. We're going to try to do this regularly each week, but if there's no news, there's no sense in me getting on here. I may do a short video just to tell you some upcoming stuff, but that's pretty much it. This has been Mayhem News Live's Gaming Report for 8/22/2014. I am the Man in Black, aka Team Lives, and we are out. Welcome to the Mayhem News Live wrestling broadcast with your host, the Man in Black, aka Team Lives. Each week we're here talking about the wrestling headlines and covering everything from Impact Wrestling to SmackDown. Join us each Tuesday via MayhemNews.com and the Mayhem News Live YouTube channel. You can subscribe to both and keep up with wrestling news and our show.